More European developments in response to the Israel-Hamas war as Spain and Norway formally recognize a Palestinian state, while the Israeli foreign minister lashes out. AP correspondent Jennifer King reports.
Norway accused Israel of showing no signs of constructive engagement as it strikes the Gaza Strip in response to October's Hamas-led attack. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has spent months trying to garner support for a ceasefire.
The government of Spain will approve the official recognition of Palestine as a state.
He spoke in Madrid.
This is a historic decision that has a single goal: to contribute to achieving peace between Israelis and Palestinians.
Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz accused Spain of being complicit in inciting genocide against Jews and war crimes, and told Spain their consulate in Jerusalem would not be allowed to help Palestinians. Both Spain and Norway are urging the international community to continue the work towards a two-state solution. I'm Jennifer King.
Israel says an attack on Rafah that killed dozens of people was a mistake. AP correspondent Charles de Ledesma has more.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says a tragic mistake was made in an Israeli strike in the southern Gaza city of Rafah that set fire to a camp housing displaced Palestinians and, according to local officials, killed at least 45 people. Netanyahu did not elaborate on the error. Israel's military had initially said it's carried out a precise airstrike on a Hamas compound, killing 2 senior militants. The strike only adds to the surging international criticism Israel has faced over its war with Hamas, with even its closest allies expressing outrage at civilian deaths. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
You'll find expanded coverage of world news and events at our website, voanews.com. This is VOA News. Ukraine's use of weapons supplied by its Western allies against targets inside Russia would not make NATO and its members part of the conflict, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said at an EU meeting on Tuesday.
We have the right to support Ukraine without becoming a party to the conflict, because we are helping Ukraine to uphold the right for self-defense.
Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022 touched off the worst breakdown in relations between Russia and the West since the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis. Russia is now advancing along the front line in Ukraine. In Donald Trump's hush money trial, prosecutors and defense lawyers are poised to make a final pitch to the jury. AP correspondent Julie Walker reports.
Donald Trump came to court for closing arguments in his hush money trial, surrounded by family, including his 2 oldest sons and youngest daughter, Tiffany. Missing were his wife, Melania, and daughter, Ivanka.
This is a dark day in America. We have a rigged court case that should have never been brought. And it should have been brought in another jurisdiction. As you know, we asked for that.
His defense is first with closing arguments. The prosecution, having the burden of proof, goes last, which is standard.
We'll see how it goes. This is a very dangerous day for America. It's a very sad day.
Prosecutors charged Trump with falsifying business records to cover hush money payments, which he denies. At criminal court in Manhattan, I'm Julie Walker.
Growing political instability in South Africa's KwaZulu-Natal ahead of Wednesday's general election has prompted extra police deployments to the province. Reuters correspondent David Doyle reports.
KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi said police were on high alert because of intolerance that had been observed between political parties.
So it's not much about people that are going to be coming in and shooting others or kidnapping people or whatever. It is all about the political instability that exists in that particular area.
South Africans will vote in national and provincial elections on Wednesday. Polls suggest the governing African National Congress could lose its parliamentary majority for the first time since the end of apartheid in 1994.
David Doyle from Reuters. The Georgian parliament has overridden a presidential veto of the, quote, foreign agents legislation that has fueled Western concerns and sparked massive protests for weeks. The legislature, controlled by the ruling Georgian Dream Party, dismissed President Salome Zurabishvili's veto on the legislation that she and other critics say will restrict media freedom and obstruct Georgia's chances of joining the European Union. The bill that was approved by the parliament earlier this month requires media, non-governmental organizations, and other nonprofit groups to register as, quote, pursuing the interests of a foreign power if they receive more than 20% of their funding from abroad.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comment section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.